Good afternoon. Oh, let me pull y'all together. Instagram. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Marian E King, owner of Empty Nest LLC, doing the capacity that you all see me in as Empty Nest Logistics. Um, an entrepreneur, all right. And one of the services that I offer, or what one of the roles that I have in my entrepreneurship is independent dispatching. In independent dispatching, I am one. I teach, and I also consult those who will be needing that service. It will be going, being a bit more active very, very shortly. Um, and I enjoy coming on here talking to y'all. Okay, many of the people who follow me call it educational entertainment. Um, I like that. And I like to call you, I'm good with that. And you all, I am the subject matter expert as well. And you all are the SME community, family, kinfolk, whatever it is that I'm feeling at the time, because I do make up a lot of words. Yes, I do. Oh, yes. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Um, oh, y'all coming on in here. Thank you, Gina. It's barely, I had it. Put up. I took it down today because I was gonna come on here and talk to y'all. I wanted to come on here and talk to you all today about a couple of things. Um, everybody all right though? Before we get started, everybody okay? I'm also working on some things today, y'all, because it's time to get a move on. Okay, so I'm working from the blueprint, and the blue book. In here is where I have the blueprints for all of the things that I want to do, how I want to do them, how I want to roll them out. And then I have other notebooks where I that put out the execution. Um, Shaka Zulu World, you're beautiful. I would ask you to marry me, but you talk too much. Oh, well, I'm already married. And since you don't like that I talk too much on a space where I need to be talking, you don't need to see me. All right. Good luck with that. Um, so yes, y'all, I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all a little bit about a couple of things, just about a few things. Um, yeah, that's all right. Trolling don't last over here. You go to children's church, you learn how to act over here, or you don't get to be here. Okay, the block party is thick. Okay, it's just like hell. That's where the party gonna be at. Anyway, I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about a few things. So speaking of the blueprint, y'all, today is just gonna be real chill. But we never know. We never know. So, I want to talk to you all about business. I want to talk to you all about partnerships. I want to talk to you all about observations. I want to talk to you all about self motivation, self starting. Um, because in entrepreneurship, that is one of the things that many of the things that we have to do. Um, and it is important that we have these conversations. Y'all know I always talk to y'all about all of the things. And I'd be remiss not to talk about this. I don't really care how uncomfortable it is, because it needs to be said and it needs to be done. Many of you all watch me. You all see me. I share with you all what I'm doing. I have taught, quote unquote, some of you. We've just had enough interactions for you to know that I'm not going to I'm going to give you the truth. It's not always going to have sugar on it. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure of too many times that it does. But I'm not mean or ugly about it. We just have to talk about it. And right now it is important that we have this conversation. So in the blue book, okay, I also have dates and times. It is time for me to now level up in another direction. Well, not in another direction, but take this thing to where I actually want it to be and go. So at this time, you all saw in the past week or so, I put up a post about needing an assistant and or a partnership. I'm y'all know I'm very specific and I'm very heavy on the reading. Um, some of y'all ain't gonna like this, but oh well. So I had that post up. So I'm looking and it's on there. It says that You know, you need to already have carriers. You need to already, be established in your business, and established in your business. And establishing your business is two different things. Um, so what I am needing is I'm going to be now my owner can do it himself. Okay. But in my blue book, it is time for me to start going into partnerships when it comes to my business. Okay. My business is established, so are my carriers. I have established my carriers. So if I'm getting ready I'm gonna go on vacation, and I'm getting ready to start working on my teeth. So there's gonna be times where I'm getting teeth pulled and that sort of thing, and I won't be able to speak, to do what needs to be done. Um, and I'll get a lot of admin work done at that time too. And I'll also, let you all know, because I'm still, y'all know, I don't make a way, even if I got to come on here talking about, okay. However, comma. So I put the post out there because I need someone, or someone's multiple, however it flows. But and again, my carrier can do it himself. But this is about growth in my business for myself and for him. Okay. So when I go on vacation and all of that, even though he should not have to, because I am his dispatcher. I have built his company into the capacity where we came from the non-CDL box truck, new authority in 2020 to now in 2022, two refrigerators and a dry van. Okay. That he owns. Yeah, because I coordinate the moves to facilitate the finances for him to be able to do that. Okay, because that's what a dispatcher does. We grow businesses. We green thumbs around this thing. So I am at the point where I want to thank you, Pilot Pete. Same for you. Be able to bring someone on, but the person, company, whatever, they have to already be strong, because my carrier moves. Okay, we move. So I have to bring on someone or businesses equal or better than me. I would like better. Okay, because if I'm going to entrust my carrier with someone while I'm out, I have to see that you know what you're doing, because they move. Okay. And they go. You hear me? They will go, go, go. My carrier is not one that he's interested in consistency, but not so much dedicated. Okay. He don't want to be limited on the money that he can make. So that I didn't put that part, but I put that I need somebody who's already established. You need to already have carriers. So I'm going to break down why these requests are so specific. If you already have carriers, okay. Well, let's start with what I'm bringing you. I'm not bringing you a headache. I'm bringing you an established company with two refrigerated trucks and a dry van, which means the equipment is easy to run as well. They're already established, which is why I'm paying 3% for you to do all of the services for them, and 4% if you have to onboard them, which means if you have to do a carrier packet with a new brokerage that you make connection with them for. The reason that that one will be 4% is because you had to do some work. Carrier packet is not a carrier packet is time consuming. So if I'm going to ask you to do that, and I'm going to ask you to do what you do daily, I want to be able to bring you something that is going to bring you some money. Okay. Because I'm not asking anybody to do anything for me like that. That's still work. You still got to pay attention to your map. You still got to do your things, even established. There's a couple of variables, but not terrible. Okay. So I needed somebody for that. I also needed somebody who knows how to route plan well, because the moves still have to make sense for the money. Okay. And then the reason that I said you needed to have your own carriers is because it's not that I worry about you taking mine, or any of that sort of thing. Um, the reason for that is if you already have carriers, you already know how this goes, you already have your money consistency set up, you're not dependent on this offer that I'm bringing you. It's just some more for you that week, some more for you whenever I need to ask you to assist me. You see what I'm saying? If I try to work with someone who does not have carriers, um, or carrier experience and understand how this goes, and they get this equipment and they're trying to learn on my carriers, and then they come into the money, I'm going to be taking away from them instead of putting into them, because once I am done with getting my teeth fixed or come back from vacation, they're sitting twiddling their thumbs. Now let's talk about, while we're here, um people who don't have carriers, and goes back to the self-motivating, the self-movement. There are people that I have taught, um, some over a year ago now, and they have done nothing in their business. Nothing, nothing. Um, Now, when I say that they haven't have done nothing in their businesses, it's not a dig against them. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know what life has thrown them. I don't know the reasons why. Um, but if there are people who speculate, they may do some speculation when I say the next thing. So there are not just people that I taught, there are people, period, in this industry that have not done anything in their businesses. They have taken every course, they have taken every $25 holler. They have taken everything, any popular person has ever said and done on here, but they just haven't done anything in their business. However, it is amazing that when opportunities present themselves, here they come. And when you ask, okay, when you have the requirements, it's nothing. What have you done since? How long have you been in business? Oh, I started my business a year ago, 2 years ago. Okay, what have you done? Who have you worked with? Nobody. Um, I'm not comfortable, or I want to work with, or can I sit with you one on one, or can I something for nothing is more than just you want to look for information on YouTube. Is more than just you want to look for information on Google, and more than you don't want to pay, because I continuously pay to learn things. I also continuously come on here and provide outlook, provide information, provide business plans, whatever flows on here. And when I present something and you tell me how you've been watching me for 2 years, and oh, I would love the opportunity. What are you presenting to me that lets me know that you're going to make use of it? I cannot and will not be the person that provides you with an entire business plan, and you don't bring me anything. That's why when I start the consulting, if I even do it, openly like that, okay, you're going to have to know something. What do you know about me? Why do you want to work with me? What have you purchased from me? Okay? And it's not, let me be clear. It is not all about the purchases. It is about the information. What do you know already? Because it's not a good look when you come and you say, I've been watching you and I like how you speak and I like what you say. I would like to work with you. I don't know anything about anything, but if you could just sit and teach me, my sitting and teaching for free is on my YouTube. And it is very much free, and it can very much bring you money. But it is borderline insulting when you tell somebody that I'm not going to pay for anything, but you're going to give me everything that will make me money. Okay? We have to watch it, y'all. And sometimes we don't know that it's not proper etiquette. Sometimes we don't know. We just get excited and whatever that is, and we think. I'm going to tell you what else is a bit insulting. Oh, I don't even need to do that. Not a bit, outright. When you all go to these people and they pour into you in every way that they can, and you do nothing with that, And then you are here, there, and everywhere asking for that same information where somebody took the time to sit and help you out with that. And then when you can't get what you need, you come back around and you say, hey, this, and this. Or you're doing it for the wrong reason. And then whoever you really want to be with, get with, sit with, disappoints you. It's almost the same like, I would say I hate to use this example, but this is real life. It's almost like when you are in whatever situation you are in, okay, and you got your list, and it's you feeling a little late night action, okay? You feeling a little late night action. Now you got your top one, like woo, I will be satisfied. You hear me? So you send a message out to them. So you got your top, this say your top three. So I'm gonna send my text message out to this one first, because this one I really want to get up with me. Okay. Then I'm gonna send it to the next best one, because either of these two could get back with me. And then I got this one that they get the job done, but they just not my top. Okay, can we talk about it? Can we be grown folk about it? Okay, so I ain't gonna really text that last one until the top two just can't come through. Okay, or they have not responded, because I'm gonna send the text out. Let's see, can we be real? I'm gonna send the text out around about 11. Now I already know Top Notch probably busy, probably got somebody. That's why it's so good. Come on, get with me in the example. Top Notch, I know if I hit Top Notch up by 11, I'm gonna give Top Notch till about 1:30, 2 o'clock to hit me back, because I really, really want Top Notch. But I know Top Notch get with me when he feel like it. Okay. Now second top is they got it going on. I'm here for what they giving, because we got the connection is on point. However, second best, you'll have to look that up, Miss Kimmy. There's some information that you all have to find out for yourself. But I will tell you this: what are you using? Do you already have connections with brokers? Are you on a load board? Put that information in, or ask the brokers that you're already working with. Hey, at any time do you get team loads, or can I be on your emailing list for team loads if you occasionally get them? That sort of thing. So anyway, you got now second best. Let's talk about second best. Second best is they good. They got it going on, but they don't understand. You're welcome. That when we done, you need to go get up and go home. Now you don't want to be with me, and I don't want to be with you, but you feel like you're supposed to go to sleep. Okay, that's not deal. Now see, top notch is who you want to stay tonight, but you already know as soon as they finish whatever it is that we're doing, and they flush all of their evidence, because they're not about to let anything stay around for you to be trying to lock them in, with no babies and no support. Okay, they so crucial, they so lethal that they gonna get up and wash the sheets, throw the sheets in the washing machine before they leave. Okay, this how lethal they are. And then second best, you don't want him, but they think they're supposed to lie. Now third best, you got to be real careful with them, because they really want to be with you. But they know that this all they can get from you. You hear me? Come. They ain't got nobody else. When you call, they coming, because they really waiting on you. The same way you waiting on top. You hear me? But it ain't gonna happen. They know it, so they just say, well, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna perform every time she let me perform. You hear me? Because one of these performances is gonna be the one that make her say, you're the one. Okay, let's look at it like that. So let's bring that example here. So you got your top, okay, you got your top influencer, or who you like to follow, or who everybody is popular with. Thank you so much, Sister Big Bone. But you can't afford them. Then you got your second one. You can make it happen with them, but you don't quite know what you're going to get back or how that's going to really. And then you got me. Okay. I want to use you for what I want to use you for because I can't afford top notch and second notch ain't quite, they great. I want them, but just for what I want them for. Okay. You're not going to do that to me. You hear me? I'm not going to be last call. Okay. I'm not going to be just for when you need something and you think you're going to hop in and come in on the free live and ask for something that is going to bring you money. I'm not going to be used. Okay. I'm not going to be used. No, I'm not. So I can't be, since some folks feel like they can play with me, I'm not going to play with you. Okay. Because the game stops when I stop playing. And at this point, it's time for me to stop playing. It's been time, but I kept trying to can with the people, but I see that I can't. So we're moving. We're moving on in business. So that brings me back to where we are. If you haven't done anything for yourself in all of the time and in all of your getting, what makes you think that I will trust that you will do something for me? Excuse me. Okay. Because what's happening now is connections are being, thank y'all so much for the stars and the taps and the roses and the hearts. I try to remember it all, y'all. What is happening now is connections are being built. And in my connections, I have to start off strong. Now, y'all already know, y'all my folk. I'm not leaving you hanging. I'm not doing you dirty. And even if you are in the party of those who I just described, I don't write you off. I don't count you off out. I just know that I have to deal with you differently. Just because you have not done anything and had any movement and not a self-starter right now, by the time we get through with these challenges and series, because I know that a lot of the things that are not done for many, not most, not all, because of confidence. They don't have the confidence in it. They don't feel like, man, when them people go live, do you see how they talk about that? Do you see how it just flows out of her? It's confidence. So when I talk to you all and I call the things out, I don't just call them out. I'm also coming up with or already have the remedy. But I want you to know that we got to talk about it because at some point you will have, or have had this experience. And I have to share the good, the bad, and the ugly with y'all because this is entrepreneurship. And I would be dead wrong not to talk to y'all about this part, not to call you out about this part, not to talk about it because this is what's happening. In my entrepreneurship, I am talking with and dealing with people. There are people who pay for things. And like somebody said on here earlier, they are information hoarders. They will buy anything that is coming out with the popular person. They don't look at it. They don't read it. They don't nothing. They just get it. Oh, such and such got such and such coming out with, so and so coming out with. Hey, purchase till you get tired. However, if you purchase something and the something is very specific and it's easy for you to get to, and you come and you ask me about it, do you have the ebook my homeboy said? Yes, I do. Did you take the course? Yes, I did. Do you take a look at, refer back to, speaking of the course, I'm going to get there in a second. Okay. Do something with the things because now when it comes to mentorship and coaching and consultations, that sort of thing, what do you know about me? What have you started? What are you doing? Where are you now? What processes and what steps have you taken? Because this is the phase that I'm in now. I taught for 2 years. From 2020 all the way through 2021. I still talk now, but not as much. So if you want to catch up, I got YouTube. You can, there's nothing, and you can, catch me live. But we about to stop with the regurgitating and saying the same things over and over and again, because now we got to move. Well, how are we going to move on them? So again, like I said, a lot of it is confidence. A lot of people think that a lot of it is because people still work and people still have to be on their job. That at one time was an excuse, but baby, replay revelations are real. And if you are really wanting to get off that job or really wanting to start your business and hire some employees while you're still on that job, let me tell you something. I can say this from experience, because when I was planning my way out of corporate America, every moment I got, I was on my phone researching, looking. Even if I worked in a position where I couldn't be on the phone, guess what? I was sneaking it under the desk like this right here. You know how we looking out like that? When they come, you fold it up, put it between your legs. When you want to do something, even when a prisoner want to break out, what they do? Research. What time the guards come in? How many times does guard go to the bathroom? Because they're trying to break out. How many times do the toilet flush today? Huh? How many times and how many times do people poop? When do they be relaxed? When we at lunch, this day we're gonna have bread. This is the day that we know the truck coming in. This is the day that they plan everything. Somebody a robbery. Hey, how many times the brink truck come through? How long is it at the red light? How long? Listen, when we want to start this business plan, what we gonna do? Who's in that? Who's marketing that? Who's over that? What will my not my competition, what will my competitors be doing? Because I ain't competing against them. I want to see what's going on. Hey, who's already invented? Because the wheel is already invented. Okay. Who's already doing something? Let me see what they do. Let me see how I can cover that. How can I be different? What will I do there? Because this is why I'm over here flying under the radar, because service is who I am. So you got the high level overview folks that's out here that's doing what they do, how they do it. Okay. They're doing it. They got their success on it. Me, I'm service. So I'm going to see where the lack is. I'm going to see, because that's what I do. This is how I cover your pain points. I see that there is weakness and lack when it comes to aftercare. I don't know anybody out here that has aftercare or does aftercare like I do. Aftercare is when you've taken all them courses and you spent all that money and you've done all those things. What exactly do I do now in a way that I see it? I ain't talking about inviting you to no group and telling you and posting up all this information and telling you to go hit the search bar. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about joining my Patreon, where we sit on Tuesday and we do. Where we come together on Thursday and we talk. And 365 days, 7 days a week, as long as you have your membership, there is Discord. So when you have whatever is going on causing you discord, when we're not together, we still keep it pushing. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about moving. I'm talking about I'm getting ready to create a newer space that's going to have more information than outside of the cold calling and the meeting on Thursdays. Now we will all meet together on Thursdays if we still in this, got on the vicinity. But this is what is going to happen on Tuesdays for your first 30 days in your membership. In the next space is going to be a bit more, because now guess what? You have carriers. Okay. Now you need to see how to negotiate with them. You need to see how we need to be planning and getting these people out and rolling out. Okay. Oh, it does not stop with cold calling and getting you a carrier and now you're talking to a broker. Because if you do those things right, we there. In the $25 membership, we there. We cold calling, we get you a carrier. Now you're talking to a broker. But guess what you're doing? You got the carrier. You're still nervous. You want to move the carrier. So what you're doing? Taking anything that you could get that don't make no kind of sense. You're booking them out of Orlando, okay? And you're sending them to West Virginia. Ain't no box truck got no business in no West Virginia, but you saw that the load was for $3,000 and they about to move in less than 90 days. So they done made $3,000 from Orlando to West Virginia, but guess what? They had to sit in West Virginia for you to move something else, so the $3,000 gone. $3,000 what? That truck payment, that the food and hotel that they had to get, because you ain't got no business sleeping in that box, okay? The miscellaneous, if anything go down, the fuel and the insurance, anything got truck payment, I think I said that, it still due. So they didn't make any money because it didn't make any sense. Can we agree? All right. And ultimately, we're gonna move. Listen, dispatchation gonna be a whole situation for the nation. Because let me tell you something. Dispatching is the most underrated role in the transportation industry. They want to talk trash about us. They want to cuss us out. But guess what? We facilitate the moves, and therefore the facilitation of those moves brings fundage, coinage, money. Huh? Okay. There's a lot of people who want to do this and who want to get in this. There's a lot of discouragement about this. Oh, y'all a scam. Oh, they don't make no money. Oh, listen, I have to watch my mouth, but I'm gonna be need for everybody to be subscribed to my mailing list, because going back to why part of why we're here. That I put out is just the beginning. Do you think for 1 minute that I'm going to be on here talking to y'all and coaching y'all and offering y'all a course and making sure that you have aftercare, and there's not y'all see how these people do, you see how even when I was looking for somebody, how it was set up. Have you been in business? What kind of history do you have? Do you have carriers? Do Again, don't nobody, y'all see they're getting smooth now. They don't want to hire you because you knew. I mean, they don't want to go in a partnership or do business with you because you knew. But if you let me help you, if you join here and learn here, guess what? It's not going to matter, because what you're doing is, have you been in business for a year? Well, you know what? I've been working with Miss Marian under these things for a year. Yes, I have been in business, in active business for a year. Then you're also going to have carriers and experience in that time too. So when you get ready to see, there's a method to my madness, but I can't unfold it all on here because other folk, just like we have people in everything you do, there's somebody who's going to be, you know, doing it, trying to beat you to it, do it. I'm in competition with me. And it ain't even a competition. I'm trying to just be the best me that I could be and the better one that I was from yesterday. That's all I'm doing. And I'm in the stage of creating partnerships, because I understand that all of my visions and everything in the blue book, I can't do it myself. So I say that to say, y'all do not get upset with me, because first of all, you didn't read. Okay. You didn't read, but you don't reserve the right to send me pissed off emails either. Okay. Let's talk about it. You don't reserve the right to disrespect me at all, because yes, and these are examples. Okay, let me go ahead and say this right there. Let me hit this disclaimer. Everything that I'm saying is fictitious, even if it sounds like you, even if it's you, even if I fictitiously use a name that sounds like yours. This is not about you. This is all examples. This is all made up. Okay, this is all fiction. Okay, now let go. Yes, you may have purchased a course from me. Okay, yes, you may have got YouTube University learning from me. Yes, you may have bought an agreement. Yes, you may have bought an ebook. But let me tell you what, I provided what it was that you needed. It is not my fault that you did not do, that it is not moving, that it is not, because everything that I offer, talk to you, tell you all about is from experience, and I applied it. That's how come that box truck is no longer, and there's 3 CDL4 now, CDL holders, and the owner, they were advised by me. Everything that I advised him to do, everything that I researched for him to do to take him to the next level, he did that. Okay, so I'm going to be bold in what I say. And I also know that for 27 years, I was in customer service and sales. So I also know that how to put things together, how to put them in action, and how to help people see success in what they're going to be doing. I also know that when you're not studying, when you're not doing your cold call, when you're not putting the practices into action, okay, cold calling is tedious. So guess what you do? You hop from this place, that place, and then you stumble upon email, text marketing. So you take that piece, and then you take that piece, and then you take, now don't get it twisted, take your pieces, But if the pieces of the puzzle are not making sense to you or not causing you to have some reap, you might want to change it up. Okay. I was not here for, and I'm still not here for that messaging marketing. However, comma, I am here for maximizing every opportunity to get what you need. So text mail markets till you get tired, email market till you get tired, but also cold call, also pound the pavement, because exercising and operating in every opportunity to maximize is just that. We cannot, as entrepreneurs, operate in lazy practices and expect for our companies to do what needs to be done. Correct. Study to show yourself approved. I study and I pray to come on here and talk to y'all, to know what I'm talking about. And I will also tell you quick, hey, I'm willing to learn something. If you know something I don't know, tell me. I'm also willing to say, hey, trust what I say, but verify. I'm telling you what I know. However, verify. Don't just take me at my word, because if you just take me at my word, you won't have the rest. If you just take just the phrases that I give you, when somebody asks you the next part, it's just like, I'm going to use this as an example, the Bible. Okay. Let's use the Bible for just an example. It's a book, people reading. Okay. They have some verses. Some of y'all mamas and daddies used to play scare tactic games. And they used to tell you that, the Bible says in chapter and verse, honor thy father and thy mother, which is the first commandment, with promise. Hit you across the head with it. Honor, 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 honor thy father and thy mother. Don't be disrespectful. But they do not tell you, because you don't look for yourself. You scared. Your nerves bad. Your parents are horrible people. Horrible. This is just an example. So they hit you with that. They got the scare tactics. But if you go look for yourself, okay, the very next verse says, parents, fathers, do not provoke thy children to wrath. Oh. So you had me scared when you was nutting up at me, hitting me across the head with this. But when I went to trust and verify, I saw the rest. So the very next time you opened your mouth and tried to tell me about honoring thy mother and thy father and their parents, I hit you with, parents, fathers, do not provoke thy children to wrath, because what you're doing is causing me to want to kill you, lay you to rest in your sleep. I'm just using an example again. We ain't going into religion. It's just a book that I put an example from, because you can use an example anywhere you need it from any books that you're reading. And the only reason and the way that you can pull those examples is because you're looking for the rest. You're not allowing somebody to just feed you something and holding on to what they say it is. Now it's offering time, because if that did something for you right now, I'm passing the offering plate. For those who do not know what you put in this offering plate. Now, I do appreciate gifts, stars, and all of that. But what I require, okay, like a tithe, that's the only thing that's required out of that book that's read, that's required, is a thank you. So if you can just tap thank you on the screen, that will drop right into the offering plate. All right. If this is helping you out, if it's doing something for you, if it's doing anything for you, if you could just drop a thank you on the screen, it will go right into my offering plate. Ain't that all right? Ain't that all right? Okay. Because we have to know that in this thing called business, because we already know that in this thing called life. But in this thing called entrepreneurship, okay, and business, there's a level of discipline that you cannot get around. If you are not organized, you're going to be jacked up. If you do not look and check things out for yourself, you're going to be out of money. Okay? Because some of y'all is sick. It is amazing the amount of people that come under these posts and say, man, I wish I would have found you first. And this is the exact reason my set apart is how it is. I got a whole window shop. You hear me? On my YouTube page, I got a whole dispatch class video. Okay? When I say free, that is free. You don't got to give me your email. You don't got to go to my inbox. You don't have to do any of that, because I believe that in your research phase, there needs to be something for you to research. And on my YouTube page, I got that. That's the first video that you're going to see. And then you see all these other videos with all of this information. You know, it ain't got no, discipline on it, but it got a lot of information. And it helps you to see. And I always use this example because I used to get it a lot where people come on here and they're like, how do you get scammed? How do you know what training course to choose? I'm going to say mine every time. And I'm going to send you over to YouTube so you know why. And when you get ready now, listen, you spend your money where you want to spend your money. But the reason for research, aka window shopping, is because when you go to your favorites, when you go where you want to spend your money, you are now armed with information that you didn't have before. Now you can ask, what is the aftercare plan? Who do I contact, or who am I able to speak with when I need to know what to do next? I understand that you have a group, but what is going to happen in that group? Is there anybody that's going to sit with me? Is there anybody that I can be able to call on? What is the procedure for the turnaround time when I have a question? Okay, this is what we got over here. We got it in the Patreon space. We got it on here. This, you see, if you are not able to get all that you need that's going to work for you, then you know that's not for you. I used to have it real big with people like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to take the course like that because I'm a visual learner, or I'm a hands-on learner. Baby, you're visual on here and you're hands-on here with me live. You can definitely take the course and you're going to be all right. Because in my course, okay, not only am I talking to you about it, not only do I have the presentation there, I have the links that you need, that you can touch and put in another screen while leaving me up over here talking and while you're doing it. Ain't that hands-on? Isn't that providing you the way that you can put your hands on and do what I'm saying? Maybe I don't have the proper perception and understanding of hands-on. Because what you're telling me is, and what I'm understanding is, you need to be able to put your hands on what? Because if the directions are visual and they're being spoken and you got your hands on your belongings, what am I missing when it comes to hands-on? I mean, just talk to me. Because even if we're in person, I'm not going to put my hands on you and you're not going to put your hands on me. So am I not understanding? I'm really trying to get an understanding, y'all, because I want to be able to help the folks. And I got some help coming out that y'all ain't going to be ready for. Okay? We're going to be helping in every way. Hear me when I say. Okay. All right. So, y'all, we got to get it together. And we every now and again we have to have these little family meetings, little reunion, little town hall situation, because it's not a game. And I take what I do very seriously. I am not on here, although it is my personality, it is the way that God made me to be naturally silly. This is really not a game. This is my livelihood. This is what I do. And it's effective. It's what I love to do. And it's getting those who want to get it where they need to be. It's helping them get an understanding. It's helping them see their way. Okay? It really is. And it's about to grow even more because y'all see these folk. A lot of y'all are no longer going to be at the house. Okay? They're requiring y'all to go and come on back in their building with their stipulations and their regulations on it. If you have been watching me in the whole 2021, I said very often that I wanted to make sure everybody had the opportunity to get what they needed to get. Because when them folks say what they gonna say, if you don't agree with what they say, how they say it, when they needed to be done, You needed to be in position to make your own decision. That's what I said. Not only did I say it, I offered my course, which is so valuable, for $100 for 6 or so months straight. You had access to that course for 6 months. See, I be preparing, and there's other entrepreneurs that try to prepare us, but what we do anyway, and even before this, I told y'all before, I was in a group of over 5,000 women in 2020, and I started it got in my spirit, but then I started to see where it was in New York, where they was telling those nurses and them that they had to be vaccinated by a certain time or they wasn't going to have no job. And them people was refusing, and they was talking about how they worked through the pandemic and how they didn't have to do that then, but they had to be there with the sick. Huh? And them people gave them a certain amount of time, and guess what? They released them people and brought in the National Guards that could do their job. And when I saw that, it knocked the wind out of me. I went into that group of over 5,000 women that I was in, and I said, I want to teach you all dispatching for free. I want you to have an option. You hear me? Let me tell you, I probably got 2 responses that were just asking questions, and none outside of that. Then I had my course, put it on sale for $100. I had a lot of people that got it. They didn't do it, whatever the reason. Well, guess what's happening now? You got to go back to work. And I am getting so many emails and inboxes. I'm not even in that group of 5,000 people no more. But this go to show that people watch, but they don't support. They don't even think about you or care about you till they need you. What's happening now? My inboxes is blowing up. Hey, I can't find you in that group, but I know one time that you was offering dispatching for free. Baby, the offer is off the table. Because it was preparing. See, we got to be prepared for the things. And then a lot of people don't realize some of us are in this world, but we're not of it. Huh? Take that how you take it. Pick it up where you pick it up. So I'm going to get it later, however you do. Okay? That is how, see, forewarning and warning before destruction is not always something that is just, it can be subtle. People who purchase got the $100 holler. They still, now the 6 months is up. Now, whatever is happening, they're reaching out. They need to get it. I never got it. Yesterday's price is definitely not today's price. And the 6 months is over. If you get the course now, it's about to be one option. If you get the course now, as a matter of fact, it's going to be over when I get off this live. From today forward, you're only going to have one option for the course. Right now, there's 2. Right now, it's $399 for the course, access to the course for 30 days. And the second option is $499 for access to the course for 30 days. And then 30 days of mentoring, coaching. That's for $499. That is about to be the only option, because I will no longer allow you all to have access to that course for 30 days. And then you out here, there, and everywhere trying to ask your questions. Nope. You can get it for the $499, and you can come on into this aftercare. Because no students, first of all, I don't understand people. I don't know they're learning, so I'm not going to knock. But there is no reason, and it sickens me every time I see it, when somebody come into these spaces, the 511 spaces that we in, and if it's been you, God bless you. I know you've come so far now that you found me. But there is nothing worse than seeing people come into these groups with these certificates. I don't give certificates. I am not a college professor. This is not an accredited situation. This is somebody who learned something who put it all together because they were successful in that learning, documented that learning, so you can have a business that you can run, so you can have something that you can offer as a service in your business. But they come running in here, in there, with those certifications talking about, I'm a certified dispatcher. Or this is the one that mortifies me. I got my certification. I just finished a dispatching course. What do I do now? First of all, you get them that piece of paper back because you paid for. See, and I used to get a lot of people say, I want to take your course. Is it certified? Do I get a certification? No. Two reasons I'm not doing it. Number one, that paper don't mean a darn thing. It doesn't mean a thing, okay? It don't mean a thing. If you didn't go down there to the community college or down there to the trade where you get your trade at, it's not, okay? It is not. Telling you right now. Okay? Second reason that I won't do it, I don't know y'all like that. And y'all, honestly, do your own thing. That's why I only tell y'all certain things and I tell you the rest is how you want to run your business. You will not be out here with an Emmteenestlogistics certification out here wilding out and they talking about, oh, you took, that's who you took your course with? This what you out here doing? It's too much scheming, y'all. It's too much on that and I'm not going to put my name on it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I'm not. So just be careful. You're going to do what you want to do. You're going to choose how you want to choose. It don't matter if I come on here and teach y'all everything exactly from the FMCSA. What you going to do? You're going to suck up. Because here's one thing about a schemer and a scammer and somebody who's going to do wrong. They know the right thing. That's how they can remix and come up with a plan for the wrong thing. Thank you so much, Taisha. You see? So, y'all, it's just a little Saturday afternoon conversation, just a little bit. Just a little, we just got to talk about some things on the weekend because we busy during the week, huh? Ain't we busy? We're doing something during the week. So yeah, y'all, we just, we can do big and great things together, but lest we agree. Two cannot walk, together in this life, however, lest we agree. And I can't agree to do the right thing, and you agree enough to do the wrong thing, because that's going to mess up everything. Thing. Y'all hear that thing? I can't want to do the right thing, and you only invested in doing the wrong thing, and together that's going to mess up everything. That thing, the thing. Okay? Time out for it. It's time out for it. We trying to go places. We trying to do things. Again, some of us, we got to say it all. We're more interested in saying that we are an entrepreneur than being an entrepreneur. It's real cute to say I've been in business since 2017. It sounds good. It make me look like somebody. It made me look like, oh, she been in business 5 years. Oh, she must got it going on. And that's the tactic that's being used. I'm successful. I've been in business since 2017. That's what you're going to hear. I've started and run 2 companies, and I closed one of the companies down because I was going in a different direction. And now I am, all things royal. As you can see, I live large. I own my own jet. I own 17 homes. I have 17 homes, and 44 cars. And it's all because of this is what was meant. Let's hit you with a reality. I've been in business. So I just gave you the example of what you're going to hear. Now let me put the example of what we don't hear. I've been in business since 2017. I was laid off and I decided that I didn't want to work at another place. Okay. I didn't want any responsibility anymore. Okay. So when I was laid off and they gave me my $317 a week. Okay. This is my story right here. Okay. My husband and I were not in financial position for him to afford all of the bills. So what I did was, because me, self said, I ain't working for not a damn another one, because that was my third layoff. And layoffs hurt, especially when you're ill prepared. Okay, you can't do nothing about layoff because it's a surprise. You came in today and the building was no longer. You know how they play games with you. They know it, but don't nobody else know it. So I took my $317 a week and I said, I'm going to start a business. I have 17 weeks of unemployment, or some 20 weeks or something like that. So each week I'm going to take $100. I got laid off in July of 2017. I'm going to take $100 each week and I'm going to do something towards my business. This is going two places. It's showing you the reality of what you can do with little, and also the reality of operating in self and not talking to and through your household. Now, I know I told y'all the other day, we're going to have a whole situation and seminar about work-life balance and trying to operate in self in entrepreneurship. We're going to get there. And I got this out too today because I need to start writing down some of my stuff. Self and entrepreneurship. So I said I'm going to take $100 a week from this unemployment. The rest going to go towards the household to help my husband out. I'm going to take me $100 a week. So I live in Georgia. So I took my first $100 and I went and talked to somebody. Hey, do I need to get an LLC? I had my conversation, end up at the time I got an LLC. That's $100. Then I got my EIN. All of this stuff I did on my own. The EIN is free. The EIN is free. The DUNS number is free. It ain't DUNS no more. It's whatever it got going on, but we'll be talking about it for free. Now, the DUNS people going to call you down. You hear me? They're going to call you trying to get you to add all these things that you don't know you need. Nope, I just want the free DUNS number, please, and thank you. Okay? My credit went on the up and up, so I got me my Stripe account. I'm sorry, my Square. That's how I was going to do invoices, and I'm going to sell here. I'm going to sell hair. I don't need no hair. You hear me? I'm going to sell hair. I'm going to give top level communities. I'm sorry. I'm going to give top level customer service because that's where I come from. I'm going to do all of the things that I did in these people business in my own. Well, what I was ill prepared for was, hair quality and customer service. For whatever reason, it doesn't go together when you're trying to do something on an upscale. We'll get there in a minute. So I do my thing, $100 weekly, all the way up until income tax time. So July, August, September, November, December, December for 4 months. January, I had younger children then. So we know what happened in January. Okay? Ball out. So all of this time, I'm marketing on social media. I'm marketing where? On my personal page, which is why I tell y'all, do not turn your personal page into your business page. I want y'all to see that how I talk to y'all and I tell y'all everything that I do, I experience and apply. Okay, 2017. So I'm talking. Everybody won't hear. Oh, I want deep wave. Oh, I want sick. Wait. Before that, I got my first installment. Let me back it up. I got some here from off the $100 a week. I had my overseas connect. So what happened was, because let me tell you how your people do you. Let's talk about this. I almost left this out. So I was talking to people. So I was getting the hair. I was doing as you purchase. I would purchase, get it in FedEx. 24 to 48 hours. Okay, come on. So at this time, it came November. Now I'm from Florida. So the Florida Classic is in November. It's like November the 17th through the 20th or the 20th. Okay, now in 2017, the 613 blonde hair was going. Okay, 613 blonde hair, everybody wanted it. So Florida Classic was coming. So I had done been taking my $100 a week, and I had been getting that blonde hair, getting them blonde wigs. Okay, so when November came, of course, everybody they get in the blonde hair and everything. Oh, I'm going. I'm going. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. They talking about you ain't gonna make no money in the first year of entrepreneurship. Look like I'm making a couple dollars now. So I sell the hair. Let me tell you, Florida Classic came, I done sold the hair. But I still, yeah, for those of you who don't know, I have a love-hate relationship with money. I never had none, could never really keep none. And I always was fearful of people doing returns on me. So the money was coming in and it was there, almost $3,000 or maybe a little bit over. And I let the money sit there and I just would log in and look at it. Okay, I'm just telling my truth. I would just log in and look at it, but for whatever reason, I just didn't feel like I could spend. I was just like, this gonna be gone. Somebody gonna take this back. Like this can't be real. These wigs and these bundles is flying up out of here. Now let me tell you something about Florida Classic. The majority is gonna be in Orlando. I'm sorry, it's gonna be in Orlando. If you're from Orlando, then you say Orlando. It's gonna be in Orlando. It's gonna be packed, and all the broke going. All the baby mamas, because all the donks gonna be out there. If you don't know what a donk is actually an old school vehicle, like in a Chevy, a Monte Carlo, box Chevys, the Chevy SSs, those sorts of vehicles, American made mostly by Chevrolet. They're out there. They have the wonderful candy paint jobs. They have the big 26 rims, that sort of thing, rag tops, and the music is enough to vibrate all of the things. Okay. So the donks is out, the gold grills and money is out. You know, it's a big deal. Okay. And baby, broke is out there looking like they got money. Okay. Keep that. Let's put that on the docket. So the money coming in, I'm seeing the pictures. You know, watching the Florida Classic page, I'm like, man, I wonder how many of these ladies out here. I wonder which one of these ladies out here is so and so such and such who done bought. You know, I got the name in the system. Again, this time for the brokes to look like they got it going on. So Florida Classic come. Diane, come on. Diane. They ain't paid their light bill so they could purchase a blonde wig looking for a scammer. So Florida Classic over. I'm still logging in every day, looking at the money just sitting there. Baby, about a week and some change after Classic, I log in and look, baby, I'm sick. PayPal sending me these things, baby. I done all of them. Cause see, Classic over. You done hunched. You done did all that you wanted to do. And now guess what? The reality of them bills are hitting. So guess what you're doing? You going back and you looking for purchases that you never made before, and you contacting your bank and saying that they fraudulent. Well, guess who didn't have their business set up right? I'm sorry. Guess who didn't have the receipt set up right? Where it say you can't get no refunds on this here. So, baby, I am mortified because these hoes, I don't know what to call them. These hoes taking all their money back. And PayPal is on some pay first, ask questions later. When I tell y'all I was sick, by the time them hoes got done playing with me, I had a little bit over $800 left. I went on my personal page and I cussed every hoe I know out from Orlando. And I told them broke hoes they better not ever say nothing to me. And I didn't even care that none of them was even on my friends list. But my friends list had done shared. Y'all buy this hair from hometown. So you tell them broke hoes. You hear me? You tell all them broke hoes. Woo! When I see them, when I come to Orlando, it's on sight. Let me tell you something. Baby, I was hurt. You hear me? I was crushed. Thought I learned. So I fixed my thing. I called somebody up. I said, "Hey, these hoes, I took back all that money. I can't believe these hoes. They knew they were going down in the class. They knew they could. I should have known better." So they told me how to set my thing up. Listen, y'all, it's funny now. But baby, I was hurt. I can't believe it. This is the first time I ever seen it. $800. $800. You know, I ain't paying about 50 cents for that. But anyway, it was still was mine. So I get my situation together. So now I got my business page. I got my Facebook business. I got my Instagram business. I ain't know nothing about no TikTok at the time. So now I got my pages running. So now I got a beauty shop. I'm going to a partnership at a beauty salon. So I had opened my hair store inside the beauty salon. Excuse me. No, I hadn't opened it yet. We hadn't got to December. I mean, we hadn't got to January yet. I hadn't got, the income tax money. So I start my social media. I start running my social media. I tell people to join my social media. So people joining, and I'm on here with the post. What kind of hair would you like? What would you get? What would the price? Just do your thing. So I'm getting all of these requests. I'm like, hey, come January, put your order in now. What kind of hair you want? Oh, I want this time body wave. Body wave was the ish. Oh, body wave, 22-inch body wave. And then T.S. Madison out here hollering at us. If you ain't 22 inches or better, you're practically bald, ho. Oh, I'm out. Listen. So it's on. Everybody want the body wave. Everybody they want the 18. Now they want the deep wave. They want that in 16, 18, 22 or 18, 20, 22 because they're going on vacation with their tax money too. Okay. So they're going to the Dominican Republic and they want a little real Dominican Republic. You see? So that in a body wave, the deep wave body wave is going. So I get it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it in because I'm like, okay, I'm about to get up off this. Oh, I want this and I want this. I want this. I ordered this here, y'all. First of all, I went wrong because I ordered top quality here. I said, I'm finna get the good. So I don't went straight to India. They'll say, hello, Delta ma'am, what is it that you want? How would you need? I said, I need this right here. This me. I need this right here. Oh, baby, I'm so sporty. I got the Indian man. He like, when it comes the time to cut off the hair for your the order, I'm going to go live with you so you can see the hair that is going to be cut and it is going to be washed and it is going to be bundled right before your eyes. And we're going to put it and send it for the DHL directly to you. I'm so sporty. I'm getting the hair cut off the head. You hear me? This is what I'm selling. But I got that other. Now you can't give up your China Connect, okay? Because you got to keep your China Connect because they're gonna be some nickel and diamond, hair store price folk now. But I got this top, so I got it. Now the top, I'm gonna tell y'all something how the top went wrong, okay? So I got this hair. I ordered the hair for the people. Nobody didn't buy the hair. Not the Indian hair, the other hair. So I end up putting the hair in the trunk of my car, going to Florida and selling the hair out the trunk of my car. Okay. That show you people want stuff till you got it. So what happened was when I got the hair in and it was come time for the sales, guess what? Everybody ordered body wave. Okay. Everybody ordered deep wave. When I got the hair in, what you wanted? You don't have any straight. If you don't get somebody to put a Marcel to this hair, you ain't got straight. Oh, I wanted to get straight. Oh, I want to get loose wave. You ain't know about a loose wave. You don't know about no curler. Look, flick that wrist on that curler and make this hair what you want to be. So I end up going to my own selling the hair out the trunk of the car. Real bootleg. I started off here in Georgia in the Burlington Coat Factory. And then I went. So anyway, I got up off the here. So I said, you know what? I'm about to get me a different clientele because the level of service that I'm offering, I'm not getting that clientele. Okay, because I'm service-based. I'm not ghetto and not me. But I'm not going to get up off the, listen, I'm trying to get it all. So I order the hair. cut and wefted right in front of me off the volunteer. Okay. So I'm selling the hair. I'm talking about this hair going $300-400 a bundle. And I got my footage, so the hair, I'm showing you what you're getting. Where it went wrong was I got the clientele to buy the hair, but the hair was so good, 3 to 5 years, you ain't need no more. So that was kind of my downfall. The hair was excellent. You could dye it, the hair was on point, but you didn't need no more. So I said at this point, okay, I'm gonna open a hair store. So I got with this little company. Y'all probably heard of them. I can't think of the name of them now because listen, we're gonna talk this thing on through. There was a company, it was out of Georgia, and you could open your hair store. You paid like $99 or something, and they put the hair store online, and people could do their orders, and you could get all the hair store products, all the stuff they got in the hair store. But this company would not work with the Asian hair stores. So the Asian hair stores would have to work with somebody like me to place their order to get like jewelry products and all of that kind of stuff in their store, because this company was Black owned and they was not fooling with the Asians at all. So the Asians couldn't get on with them. So anyway, I got the store and I started purchasing stuff and putting it in my store in the salon. Well, things weren't moving how I needed them to be moving. So I ended up having to go back to them people's job. So I said, okay, I went and I got me another job. And my husband, it fell apart. It didn't work out. My husband was trying to foot the household bills and trying to foot the bills for me at the salon. It just didn't work out. So I went back to them people's job. And my husband had said, this ain't gonna be for this here just ain't really, you. I see you, doing something else. Well, look here, you ain't look here. Whatever. So it failed. It failed. It failed. It did. And I had to end up apologizing. Because I thought that was gonna get me over. I thought that was gonna keep me from getting a I told you so, but it did not. It did not. It was enjoyable, but we still had to sit and have a conversation. Okay. All right. So anyway, he told me so. He said, okay. So I got back to them people job. And I was trying to avoid this, y'all. This right here, I knew this was me. I knew this was I was supposed to be doing. So I knew what service was, but the people had did me so wrong, on their job. I said, I don't want no more responsibility. So I went back to the job and I applied for a basic service position. And they were like, hey, we were taking a look at your resume and we'd like to have a different conversation. And I was like, hell no. Hell no. And it was like, this is what we would like to offer you. Hell yeah. Where do I sign? Thank you so much. I had got beside myself. You say this is salary right here. Thank you so very, and sign here, initial here. Oh, and right over here. All right. Now listen. So I got on in there. And then what I supposed to have been doing, all the time, I just started having these dreams and started having these visions. And I was like, and it took me back to the transportation. So real quick, when I was younger, I always wanted to be a truck dispatcher. But when I was younger, I'll be 47 this year. So when I was younger, the only thing that women could do or was doing in the trucking industry was a dispatcher. I knew I didn't want to be in that truck though. I wasn't too good for it. I just knew that wasn't me. So when I would go look for jobs, and try to be a dispatcher, you had to know this map by heart in your mind. So of course I never got the job. And the people who did get the job, their name was Mildred and Gertrude, and they about 60 some years old because they come from the old school where you had to learn the map. So they know the map. So that's why, young girl wasn't finna get no job because I don't know no map. You hear me? I got a phone with GPS. Okay? GPS. Hear me? So I had let it go. That's how I ended up getting in customer service and being in there all them years and all of that. So then I started, having these dreams and stuff. But I was just like, I don't know what this is about because I still, these years later, I don't know this map. So I don't know what you're saying, sir, but I can't receive it. So I started hearing about the independent dispatching space and stuff. Meanwhile, I done got all this longevity in on these people's job. And I'm just like making the money, but the more and more I'm getting disgusted. So I said to my husband, I said, I want to start another business. And brother said, now you know the last time I said, I know this the Lord. Now, my husband ain't finna fight with the Lord. Okay. But we're not finna be foolish again. So he said, okay, my arms ain't long enough to box with that. So, hey hon, how's it going? So he said, this is what we'll do. You put together the plan on what you're doing, how you gonna do it, and then we'll move forward. So my husband was actually my first sale. He was my first. Let me see this plan. What you gonna do? How it's gonna do? Because we're not gonna be in the position that we was in the first time. And he was right. Okay, because what had happened was you changed my whole life. Oh my goodness. You listen, girl. I could cry if I want to. You just sit over there and usher. Okay, because if the spirit fall, you better come over here and fan me and bring the sheep. Okay, Hirsch. Listen, my usher, y'all, my daughter, she always, she know I get emotional. Y'all, I believe that's Mary. Transop LLC. Let me tell y'all about Mary. Because my mind don't never leave me. Mary came and she found me. I believe it was on YouTube or Facebook. Y'all, we're gonna get back to the mess up in a minute, but it's testimony time. Clearly. She came, she reached out, she said, I done been watching you, I done been following you. Listen, I need this course. Where can I find it? Mary came, Mary took that course in a week. She said clearly, in a week. Let me tell you something. I'm just now seeing Mary. Mary took that course, and the following week, I believe she had like 2 or 3 carriers. And she been busy and on go ever since. And she done popped up here on this good Saturday. Honey, you can't tell me when you want to do something, it won't be done. And she done popped on here telling me, said that I changed her life. Let me tell you something. That's all him, and he get all the glory, and I am the willing vessel. But this right here is why I keep on going. This right here is why I be leveling up. This right here is why I'm not worried about nobody not trying to partner with me and act stink with me, and I ain't did nothing to them. And one of my friends was asking me, like, why people do you like that? Why people act like that towards you? I said, let me tell you one thing about people, things, the spirit, the enemy, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in. A lot of times, those same people, those same things, those same entities, they see what you're doing. They see the vision. They know where you're going, even sometimes when you can't see where it's going to be. And if they don't want to be fooled up with that, or they feel like you're going to be better than them, then you need to let them do that and hash that out. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it is better to be connected to me than to find yourself somewhere against me. And I'm not saying that in the space of you're going to be messed up and you're not going to get your blessing and you're not going to. But let me tell you something. I'm connected to the vine. You hear me? I'm connected to the source. And he utilizes me to help other people, in the resource space. You see, it's no need for nobody to act any kind of way. And there's been some things that happened to me, y'all, in the last couple of months and in the last couple of weeks that could have devastated me. I'm talking about even in spaces where I paid for something and I was supposed to get something else after I paid for it. And now the people don't even want to give it. They don't connect it up with big name peoples and they don't did this and they don't, but that's okay. Because let me tell you, I experienced this from the get-go. I experienced this from the people that I took the training from that gave me a head start because the training didn't do what needed to be done. And they were watching me and looking at me. And if you on here, you know it. And I started doing my own thing and I started leveling up. And then they all of a sudden had a problem because they was calling themselves recruiting me for their office that they was going to be opening up in Atlanta that I still don't even know if they opened it up. And then they started watching and then got mad with me and sent me a hot ass email. Hot ass, because I don't got no other words to say for it, but we're going to stick to the cuss words out of the Bible, okay? email talking about, oh, you on here sharing our stuff. No, I'm on here teaching. But you didn't ask me nothing, and it was provided to me that you were doing A, B, C, and D. So guess what? We no longer want to work with you, and we're kicking you out of our space. And get into think we was recruiting you to do big things in the office we was creating in Atlanta. No, baby, that was God interfering because he knew he had big things for me to do, and they didn't need to be connected to you. Okay, that's what it is. So I already had experienced this. It's just so crazy that even before I got started, I was already booted out, and people didn't want to deal with me because they felt like it was going to be something more. But let me tell you something. I'm glad for that what just happened, because that means when I get out here and do it myself, you won't be able to be on your platform talking about I've created and helped multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar companies such as the likes of Empty Nest Logistics. You don't get no shine over here, and you don't get to riding up my coattail like you doing how you do. No, you don't. Because guess what? I've been getting it from the mud. Because I'm going to tell you one thing about me, and I'm going to tell you about anything else from anybody else who come from the ghetto, who come from the hood. Baby, them experiences, they prepared us for such a time as this. They told us how to survive with nothing and with little. It showed us how that you can overcome adversity in your situation. And can't nobody in this industry tell me nothing. Because when you from that project and they never had nothing in life, baby, if you get two pennies to run together, you better watch out. You better watch out, because we coming. Okay, and when we get in the room, just go ahead and get yourself together and get what we come to give, because it's gonna give what it's supposed to give. Don't play. The more you tell me no, the harder I'm going to go. You can't keep me from nothing. The hood kept it down and held it down, and it showed you how to live. Let me tell you something. People want to knock thieves and they want to knock the drug dealers, but let me tell you something. That is what is the word you want to call it? It starts with an I. That's ingenuity, because I couldn't get it. They wouldn't let me have it, so I created a way. Those people, especially the drug dealers, them entrepreneurs, baby, they make a business plan. Their business is, I'm going to be out here on this block at night. I want to catch 10 cars. I need to catch me 10 sales. I need to make $1,000 a night. You hear me? I'm going to get out here. I'm not only going to get out here, I'm going to watch, because in the business plan, I got to be able to do it all. Who are my competitors? Who going to hate on me? The police and the next drug dealer next to me. So I got to watch for the police. I got to watch my back. I got to be innovative and creative on how I'm going to do this, okay? I'm telling you what I know, because I know somebody that was one, and I didn't really want him to do it. You know it, because I'm real close to him, but I'm not going to say who it was. But I said, look here, sir, if you're going to do that, swing by my house. So let me tell you something. I told this to people before, but it's time to talk about it again. When I was living in income-based housing, Crossroads Apartments to be a matter of fact, for those of you from Orlando, let's talk about it. I used to get what they call food stamps, Used to get them. Needed a little assistance. Okay, baby daddy wasn't quite on the up and up. Can we just talk about it? So in that food stamp process, I used to get a lot of unhealthy foods for my children, not knowing any better. So I used to get a big box of what they call the chips. And you know they got about 30 bags of chips in there, and it's in that cardboard box. Hear me? Hear me, because what I did for the drug dealer, I am also going to do for you all, because I also did it for them companies. You hear me? I know, and God gave me a way to create a way to help you in whatever way you want to do. You want to be a whore, hooker, lot lizard? Put an LLC on there and sell that ass legitimately. Okay? So I got the box, and I cut the box up into business cards. Okay? I cut them up. And I said, listen here, sir, what you're going to do is you're going to be different. What is, first of all, your fictitious name? Okay, in business, what you got to come up with? What you want to call the business? Fictitious name. Okay, what is your fictitious name? And before you get over here, swing by Family Dollar and get what they call a burner. So we got to get your fictitious name and your business phone number together. Can we go somewhere? Can we go? So now we got your fictitious name. And we got your business phone number. And I cut that box down into 300 pieces of square cardboard. And I hand wrote, okay, his fictitious name and his fictitious phone number on those cards. And I said, sir, this is what you're going to do when you go out there, okay? For the first week, this is what you're going to do. I need you to go out there. I need you to look around. Don't you sell an ounce. You hear? Whoop, whoop, whoop. They might cut me off. Don't you go out there with any product the first. Okay. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go out there and you're gonna watch the traffic. You're gonna see where everybody is crowded up at. You just gonna observe the scene. You got to go see the lay of the land. Huh? You got to go see the lay of the land. You're gonna watch. You're gonna observe. You're gonna see their behaviors. You're gonna see what makes you different from them and what they're doing. Huh? Because if you're gonna come into the industry doing the same thing somebody else doing, what is your set apart? All right, so you're gonna watch in 3 days because you're gonna go out there on Monday, you know, and on Wednesday we're gonna revisit. On Wednesday, I need you to let me know where they all gathering up at, where do the cars, what street the cars come down on, and what we gonna do because we're going into the next part of this business plan. So he let me to know what was going on. I said, okay, so the cars come from, I ain't gonna say the street, but and they start up there and they ease their way on down. So what I need you to do from tonight, Wednesday on through Friday, is I need you to be at the top of the street. When they turn on the street, when they window down, throw your business card in the window. Throw your business cards in the window. You did it. So the following week, it was the first week you was gonna be going out there. So we finished with orientation. This now you about to start. So your start date is the following Sunday night. Okay, this is all fictitious. This is all fictitious. Don't believe nothing that I say. Okay, because nothing that I say is law. All right. So you're going on out there. So now you out there. You've been out there for a couple of days. You done did a couple of things, but now the business phone starts to ring. Hey, you threw my card in my window, and I got some sell and demand from you. I got some sell and demand from you, huh? A product, got a product from you, and it was on point. I'm sorry, because what we did now is when we went out there, anybody that you got to do businesses with you, you hand delivered them your card as well. So even if they was, I threw my card in your window, you threw my card in your window. I would like to, but I'm from the rich neighborhood. We have a neighborhood in Orlando. It's called Windermere. Okay, called Windermere. It's money in Windermere. So what would happen was the clients, because one thing about rich people, they got the Benz and the Bentley under the garage, but they also got that Toyota Corolla. They got that car that reminds them of their humble beginnings. So when they would come through the neighborhood, they would come in what I like to call the decoy vehicle. Okay. But what happened now was you were looking for, and I wanted you to have a certain level of clientele because you remember, I didn't want you out there, period. But if you hell bent on that, set yourself apart. So now we have some, the ones that's out there, they like to call them crackheads. Now a crackhead is the one that lives on the street. They want to bum off you and get your product, $5 or $10. I got $7. Can you give me that? That is, we don't have anything. We don't have anyone. But they have another one that's called what they call a power jug. Okay. Now what a power jug is, that means you have money and you have something to lose, and you really don't want to have anything to do with the hood, but you got that habit. You got that itch that can only be scratched by way of the hood. But now that I have someone that can come to me out here in Richville, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. So run your business how you run your business and do your business, but have a plan with your business. Because if you are a block burner, okay, that's what we'll call it, and this is your come up and you have a vision, do what you need to do. Do it for what you need to do it for. Put a date on how long you need to be doing that before you get to your next level. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because I don't want nobody to feel like, I'm on here trying to teach anybody how to do anything that's illegal. All right. So we're going to come up off of that. So what I did on planning my way out of them people thing, when this thing started getting heavy on me and I started continuously dreaming about it and I started writing things up like in my sleep, I said, I got to do something about this. So my husband and I's plan was, I wrote up the plan. I told him what I wanted to do, how I want to do it. And once I get this done, he was like, you know what? This is more for you. So this is what I'm with it, and I will agree with it. So let me tell you something. When you get this where you need it to be, and you are in position to take care of your business by yourself, you can lead on people's job. So our agreement was that he would take care of everything concerning the house, all the bills, everything. And all I had to do was be able to take care of and afford my business. So that's what we did. I was on people's job. I had lots of pieces of change, but I said, I need to be demoted. Okay. I need to come up off of this, slowly but surely. So I came down, you know, but I was still able to get my hair done, get my nails done, still go out to eat, still go to the movies, still do all of the things. I wasn't decreasing. I wasn't doing right. It wasn't enough decrease. Okay. So I ended up going to get another job, because I just couldn't decrease enough there. I was, so this one, now it was a substantial decrease. So now I said, okay, I won't be going to the salon. I will be rocking my natural curl pattern. But I'm still to get my nails done, still go out to eat, still go to the movies. All right. Which means, okay, I had not become disciplined enough, and I was still living too good for what it was I wanted to do. So I came on down till I got to the last job. Okay. I was working for the company they call Way and Fair. Okay. I'm going to say it like that because I don't want no problems with them people. Okay. You can put it together how you want to. But I was working at a company called Way and Fair. Okay. This was the least amount of money I had made since I was a teenager. You hear me? And in this time, so now I done got myself together. I'm working the plan from out the blue book, and now I'm at the lowest page. So now at this point, I ain't getting no hair done. I ain't getting no hair done. We ain't going out to eat. I'm cooking every day. A movie. We'll wait till that thing get on the TV on HBO, Cinemax, Showtime them. Because my husband worked down to the cable company. Okay, not because it was still balling and we could get it. But if my husband does not work down to the cable company, baby, we wouldn't have no cable. Would not. All right. Now we for real about it. It is tight. You hear me? It's tight. We buying groceries, we cooking every day, we good. So now I done took my little course. My first course was with that same company, said they didn't want to be fooled up with me no more. And it was a broker course. It was bullcrap. So I called them on it and I said, hey, I paid a nice little piece of change and I did not get what I need. These people in here, they was excited and they were spirited, but they don't know BS when they see it. See, I'm a trainer. I come from years of that. So I know that there's certain things that you need to say in order for people to know that they're going to be successful. You said what got people to hoop and holler and shout. Okay. We don't play them kind of games in there. Were the people fed? No, they were not. Do they think they were? Yes, they were. Yes, they do. All right. So they say, oh, thank you for keeping it low, but we think that you'll be good for our dispatching course. So just check that out. Now, mind you, I already had a business. So I already knew my EIN, all that stuff was set up. I already got a business email. I already got it. Tell me what it was. How to set your business up. How to get a business email. I said, okay, you know what? Thank you. Because there's some verbiage in here that let me know, because I'm a researcher. I'm going to read it. I'm going to study it. I'm going to get all up in your business. So that was all that I needed. And I took off, I gathered my own stuff, put together my own stuff. Anyway, so now I need a carrier. So that was March of 2020. Actually, it was February 28th of 2020 when I got all my stuff done concerning dispatching and getting in the transportation industry because I want to take it far. So I started learning and I started researching and I gathered all of this information. And then I started seeing all these people. I said I needed a mentor because I gathered all this information, but I did not know how it worked in action. Hence is why we have the $25 a month, because we gather all this information, but we don't know what to do with it. All right. So I was asking, and if people was posting, oh, get with such and such, which is all of your favorites, all of the big old names that we know and we hear. That's what people was telling me to go see. But when I get up with them, you can't talk to them. They ask you for all this money. And I'm like, hey, all I need is to see somebody do this. Oh, that'll be. Invoice. So I said, you know what? Let me stop playing with these people. This their business, this their livelihood. So let me go ahead and pay. So I said, hey, Popular, Hey, I know I reached out before. And I know you said it was an invoice. So let me know what all I will be offered when I pay this invoice. This is why I have window shopping, y'all. This is why I tell y'all what it is. This is why my YouTube channel is the real deal. They send me the syllabus. What is the first 2 days of the syllabus? How to get your LLC, how to get your EIN, how to get your DUNS number, how to get a business email, business phone number, how to get a business suite, how to get a... I was done. Had I got that and it excluded that, I would have gave them starting from $400 up to the likes of $1,500. But you ain't telling me nothing, and you're not listening to me either. That was a wrap. I said, look here, sir. Your baby girl on her own with this. Because they acting like they got something that's so exclusive, and it's not. Or they got this bull right here, and they're not listening. Now, you know what I do and have done for a living for the past 27 years, sir. At that time, it probably had been 24. No, it was already. So I'm like, you know what? I know how to read. I know how to study. I know how to research. So I said, look here, girl. What do you know? You know customer service. You know how to speak to people. You know what to say. You know, because, baby, I had to reach on the inside. Okay. And I said, you know what? I did all that complaining about not wanting to be on people's job. But let me tell you something. I was already interviewing for this position and this time right here. I had done a 27-year training for such a time as this. Okay. And it was a hood dude on YouTube in 30 seconds that helped me break free. Helped my business started rolling. And a lady that was on there, the same one named Angie. Okay, in minutes, I was running my business because I already had it in me. But it was the confidence in this industry that was my problem, that I thought was a problem. And that's how come I know it's y'all's, and that's how come I'm, okay, do what I do. So I got on here and I started making my business page. Well, I guess a lot of people, now that I think about it, they must have seen that video, because that's when people started calling me and I was still on people's job. And that's when I learned that you cannot do this if you work on a job that has metrics. Like if you got to be on people's phone and you got a certain amount of time. So that's why when I tell y'all, you know, you can't, if you got the B clocked in at this time, you got 3 to 5 minutes to go to the bathroom, you got a 15-minute break, you got a 30-minute lunch. You can't do that. You got 3 to 5 minutes to be off the phone. You got to answer the phone in the first ring and all of that. You are not going to be able to do it if you work in a space of metrics. You can't, because the broker needs you to be available immediately. The carrier needs you to be available immediately. So let me tell you what happened. So I got my first carrier, and it was a hot shot. Okay, that was out of Texas, husband and wife. Husband drove for 31 years. The wife had done drove for about 17. You know, they had every endorsement known to man and not known to man. The husband knew this map like the back of his hand. All he needed was a city, address, city and state. He ain't use no GPS. He ain't need none of that, baby. He knew this thing right here. Or he'll just, you ain't have to tell him nothing. Or you'll tell him what city and state, and when he get there, he'll say, what the address is. I'm about to head on over there now. Like he listen, brother was not to be played with. So they was easy. Okay, they were a new authority, but they were out of Texas. And as soon as I made the first phone call to a broker, baby, it was on. I called like 3 brokers for them. And after that, I didn't call brokers no more. Brokers was calling me and had them set up. So no, I did not learn much. I did not experience anything. Okay. But I was kicking down about $800 a week because them trucks was rolling. So they had a trailer. They had 2 dually somethings. And I know their trailers was more than 40 foot, because they was pulling, one of them could pull like 55,000 and the other one could pull like almost 80,000. Like he had some serious, because they would be getting like 2 and 3 tractors a day. those John Deere tractors, they will be hauling like 3 or 4 of them on the back of the flatbed. Yeah, they had flatbeds, not back of the thing. So and they would haul the big empty containers. They would do all of that. So I was kicking down that with them. I'm about to get a little bit emotional, y'all. So get yourself together. So let me tell you what happened. Some of y'all already know. Y'all know how I get when I get to talking about these. So y'all keep yourself together. Govern yourselves accordingly. So I was kicking down a nice little piece of change with these folks, right? And this went on for like a month and a half. And then the wife called me up one day. And she said, "Hello, Barbara. This is Shirley. Uh-huh. All that coinage that you getting out of me and my husband, this polyamorous relationship is no longer, okay? We no longer need you in our marriage. We no longer need you in our pockets. We no longer need you as our dispatcher." Ooh, that thing stung me. Woo! That thing stung. You hear me? But then, she did, what not many would do, They gave your girl a severance. She had said, "If you will agree to teach me how to dispatch," you hear me? "We will give you a nice little piece of change to get our lives. We'll do that." So I had once was sad, but I immediately had got glad, and I taught her, how to dispatch. So that was my first training. So do y'all see how everything that I do, I experienced, I did it. I didn't come, even though I was a trainer and worked in service and quality and stuff all that time, when I came into this transportation space, although I knew it and I had it, I still made sure that I did the thing in this space so I can have the experience. So I taught her and we went on, and she actually reached out to me not too long after that and said, "Hey, if you ever want to come bike," but at this time, the beast was unleashed. So that was easy. That was my first one. So they was gone. And I done quit these people job. I didn't tell you about quitting the people job. So the first couple of weeks that I worked with them, she actually paid me more than my training course. Jay told y'all. She sure did. She actually paid me more. And I could get a whole lot more for my training course, but I ain't acting like that. But I'm about to redo my training course though. I'm about to redo my training course, y'all. But I ain't gonna tell y'all what I'm doing it for because the people on here. But there they got that. She paid me nice. But that was my first training. I trained her well. She back. I said no. Now that was, like I said, that wasn't hard. I ain't really learning. Then came a box. When I tell you that box came along and put some on my, that box came along and put some on my tail. You hear me? That box made me work. Woo! Let me tell you, that box came along. Now I got to tell it all. Y'all. So let me give y'all a little bit of backstory. In my 30s, for those of you who have heard it before, I got to tell it to the people who ain't heard it before. In my 30s, because I ain't always been saved, sanctified, and Holy Ghost filled, In my 30s, late 20s, early 30s, I stumbled upon the spirit of Stella, the spirit of Stella. If you have not ever seen the movie How Stella Got Her Groove Back, check it out and then revisit this right here. Let me tell you real quick. So with them, thank you so much. We'll get to Stella in just a second. Thank you so much, Demetrius. So how I ended up quitting the job with them after the first couple of weeks when I saw that I was consistently making money. So y'all know I had made the agreement with my husband. Y'all just put Stella right in the pen real quick. I had told the agreement with my husband was when I could make enough money in my business that he didn't have to take care of it, then I could quit. So with those hot shots, I consistently made the money. So I was able to cover my load boards and everything that I needed. So I clocked into the job house one morning, and then I clocked in at 9. At 9:02, I was calling my husband and said, "Hey, sir, Remember you had said, because they had paid me and I seen it consistently. I said, remember when you said when I could pay for myself on these people's job? I mean, with this company, I could leave people's job. He said, yep. I said, I'm out, sir. So I got to know my supervisor and I said, hey, how's it going? Today is my last day. Can somebody let me know where to send y'all belongings? Because they give you a computer and everything. He said, wait. I knew that you were working on your business, but I didn't know that it was going to be so spontaneous. I said, it is, and it's happening. Now, sir, where do I send y'all belongings? Huh? You don't want to stop? Because I don't give a damn what you talking about. I'm out. I'm out this piece. Okay. And then not too long after that, she let me go, and that was it. So I quit. Anyway, so now let's talk about this box. So now let me give you a little recap. Now we were on Stella. Okay. I had been with my children's father. And that's it. That's it. Since I was a teenager, and we had those children. And then when I got tired, of the rigmarole of that relationship, I went ahead and let it go. And at that time, I had 3 children. Okay. And when I broke up with him, I didn't do anything. I didn't date anyone, for a couple of years. I was just like to myself, in full detox mode. And just like, I don't want to be fooled up with. All right. So I was foolish. Let me tell y'all right now. I was foolish and the Lord kept me. Let me tell you that right now. So I fooled around and got on these people internet. And I started seeing people and meeting people. But that wasn't, that wasn't quite it. That was a little scary for me. But I lived in Orlando, right? I lived in Orlando, and we are the place of in Orlando, that's where all the tourists come to. All right. So I had met, old Jamaica, or African, but it was Jamaica first. All right. So I met a Jamaican, I know the Jamaican did not need a green card because he was already in the US. Huh? There got to be standards to what you're going to do. Okay. So, no, I don't make no money on TikTok. You going to tell me how to make some? Terry Face, is that something that I need to do? Let me know. But no, I don't make no money on TikTok. I don't even know how. Facebook, them said that I make money over there, and I don't even know how that happened. But anyway, so met up. Brother said, I want you to come. I want you to come to the island of Jamaica. I'm gonna send for you. I'm gonna send for you. And I was just like, oh my goodness. All right. So I got on the plane. I got on the plane. Okay, let me know. So I flew what they called at the time Spirit, the Greyhound in the sky. Okay. Well, we was gonna maximize these coins in this opportunity. Okay. So I flew over to yes, did. Okay. So I flew over and I had a wonderful, wonderful time. You hear me? I ate all the local groceries that I could eat. You hear me? And all of the things, got to be careful. But okay, the usher is still present. Okay, so I have no idea, Terry Face. No idea. Honestly, I opened up my email one day and they said that, hey, you now make money on there. You now get stars. I didn't even know how to do it. I didn't know how to activate this. I don't do reels. I don't do none of this stuff that people do to get paid. When I tell you I have no idea, I have no idea. It got to be God, because I haven't applied for money. I don't even know. I actually thought it was for rich people and celebrities. I have no idea. So I do. So I'm enjoying stuff. So I had a moment, I had a time, when I operated in the spirit of Stella, in the spirit of Stella. So I was going back and forth. All right. It was peen based. Don't knock the uncut. Okay. Anyway, so I got out of that. I did my time. I did my time. And it's coming down reels in the challenge, or somebody had to show me how to do it, but I didn't do that. And thank you so much, Terry Face. I am blessed because I have no idea. Because y'all know if I knew, I'd be telling y'all how to do it, so we all could be getting paid on here. That's probably why they ain't tell me, because I talk too much. Everybody will be in the game. So I got out of that. You know, the spirit of Stella, she got up off me and everything, but I never revisited. Okay, here's the thing about deliverance. You still got to tap back in that thing a little bit, just to see, you know, if he done did what you asked him to do. Okay. So I never went back. You know, I lived my life. You know, I had dating life and everything. I met my husband. You know, we married. You know, all is well. You know, I just never revisited. Okay. So one day, now I told y'all to do on YouTube, the one helped me out to know what to do. He asked me to leave my information under his post. So one day, my phone rang. My phone rang. Okay. This years later. I haven't been in Stella mode for years. So I answered the phone. And on the other end of the phone is, hello, may I speak with Marian, please? I hung up my phone. Okay. I hung the phone up. Okay. No, it was not him. I hung the phone up. All right. Okay. Come on, sweetheart. And I sat and I said, I assessed my body. Okay. I sat and I assessed my body. Now, here it is, years later, I'm a married woman. When I saw that there was no moisture, okay, and I felt that I was unaffected, I knew that I had been delivered completely from the spirit of Stella, okay? So I got the phone and I called back. Now, I'm not a liar. I don't be with that, but I did lie. So I called him back and he answered the phone. Hello. I said, hey, you know, it's Marian with Emptiness Logistics. I was in a bad area, so the call dropped. You know, but I had to assess me. You see, I had to make sure that I was going to be able to be effective, you know, for what it was I was going to be needing to do, and that I was going to be able to stay saved and faithful in my marriage. You hear me? So when I had asked him, you know, go ahead and deliver me from this, you hear me? He had did, but I had never revisited it. But he did that on purpose. Because if it had not been for that phone call, that is the exact guy who called me in the end of September of 2020 and introduced me to the box truck and introduced me. He was a new company. He was a box truck I had never heard of, and he was a non-CDL holder. But let me tell you something. He listened to every word that I said. He took every piece of advice that I gave him, and he operated in a space that I needed him to. And we worked that thing out together, and here we are in 2022. He is a CDL holder, and we have 3 other CDL holders, and we came from that box non-CDL new authority to a thriving company with 2 refrigerators and a dry van that he owns, because I facilitate the movements that he needs to make the money that he needs in operating. I am very instrumental in the success of his business. So know who you are as an entrepreneur and a dispatcher. Understand your responsibility. On today. That thing got good right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You hear me? So here I am. Here I am. And when I come on here, I don't intend to tell you nothing wrong, to steer you wrong, or do nothing that you don't have you operating in a space that you don't need to be in. Because we out here trying to live. We out here trying to grow. We out here trying to create legacies. We out here trying to see different futures for and outcomes for our family. And scheming and scamming ain't gonna get you nowhere but down there to them people jailhouse. Okay. And speaking of scheming and scamming, watch yourself with these LLCs. Okay. Because the 3-letter bandits and the 3 letters, they will get you toe up. So while you out here fooling up, ask somebody about this LLC. You hear me? Because when you get that LLC, you're not playing government games. That LLC operates you over there to that EIN, which is what? The IRS. And if you don't do right, the FBI gonna be on your ASS, huh? Okay? Do right by that LLC. Get on over there with that EIN, which is the IRS, or the FBI gonna be on your ASS. Don't let these 3-letter bandits get you in those situations. We don't want no 3-letter problems. Okay? All right? Huh? Let me pull out the offering tray. If that helps somebody, you go ahead and give your offering right now. Your offering is a thank you. Put a thank you on the screen and it will go directly into the offering tray, huh? Yes, I do like stars. Yes, I do like hearts and gifts and all of that. But listen, what I require, like a tithe, is just a thank you and drop it off right here into the offering tray. Amen. Amen. We got to help somebody on today. You hear me? And tomorrow and the next day. We listen. This ain't no listen. Somebody got to tell us something or we won't know. You hear me? But we got to experience something because through the words of our testimony, all right, down there in the Revelation somewhere, again in that book, it's a book, you know, it's a good read. It's a good read, huh? Yes, yes, and we're gonna be all right. And we're gonna do these things in our own time and our own pace because we're not gonna let nobody rush us into something and have us looking a fool. Okay? Because one thing about the vision, God, He, the universe, Buddha, Allah, Nim, okay, whoever it is that you believe in, is not going to give you a vision without provision. So don't be in no rush to lead them people job. Sometimes we have to let them people job fund our dreams. And I am creating a way where you can continue to work on them people job while getting your business going and growing with my assistance. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Because you have to know that I have not come this far with y'all to leave y'all. You hear me? I ain't come this far for him to leave me. And he didn't bring me this far with y'all to come on here and talk to y'all and have fun with y'all to leave y'all. He's not having me to come on here to help you get in the position to do what it is that you need to do to leave you. He has also created a way of escape, provision, to help the vision, to be able for you to move and still be able to maintain and hold down your household. Again, he is not going to give vision without provision. And he's going to send you help, okay, and a way of escape. Hey, good afternoon. Here I go. Here I go. Okay, so as we were in the beginning, do not feel since the opportunity that I put out was not one that you can do or utilize right now. I got something for you because just like the kingdom, because I'm about my Father's business, just like the kingdom, there is a work for everyone. There is a work for everyone, and nothing and no one is insignificant. Believe that. You hear me? If you don't believe nothing else I say today, believe that. Just know that we are blessed and highly favored. Because I want to know. Oh, yes, I do. He brought me through hard trials. He brought me through tribulations. Never let a day go by. Never. Oh, I got to stop because my scalp done got the tingling. Let me tell you something. Whatever it is that you want to do, wherever it is that you want to be, whatever it is that you want to have, it can be yours. But work is required. Faith without works is dead. Work your faith. Faith is a belief. And if you believe that you can do it, you believe that you can have it, you got to believe and know you got to work for and towards it. Okay? You have to sow if you expect to reap. Sowing is the work. All right? You know? If you got you something on today, go ahead and get your offering ready. All right? Go ahead and give your offering right now. An offering is your thank you on the screen. Okay? Your offering is your thank you. Just type thank you in the comments. Yes, I appreciate the stars and the gifts because they do bring me a couple dollars. You know, I ain't gonna act like they don't bring me no couple dollars, but baby, a thank you. And let me tell y'all, when I ask y'all for the thank you, because I got to be clear here. Let me pause on the offering tray. Let me be very, very clear. Whose I belong to and who I believe in gets all of the glory. I am a willing vessel. So these thank yous do not belong to me. The glory is all his. The thank yous are confirmation for me. The thank yous, the gifts, all that you do, those are for me to know that he is pleased with what I am doing. It is well with who I serve. That's what the thank you is for. So never get it twisted that I got any kind of gloat, because all of the glory belongs to him. The way that you seeing me today, the way that I look today, the things that I've been through today that I don't look like I've been through, that all belongs to him. I'm ever mindful. I won't ever not be reminded. Because if it had not been, okay, if it had not been for the Lord who was on my side, when I was out here living reckless and stupid and making just ridiculous moves with my life because I didn't know no better. I didn't know no better. I didn't want to do better. I didn't want to be better. Okay? Because sometimes we just rebel. Okay? And I had my times, but I had to go through all those things for right now. Because if I did not, guess what? This life, these testimonies, the way that I connect life with this industry, with your life, with the role that you play, with the things that you do, with the mentality that I operate in, we wouldn't be here. We have to all walk the walk in order for the pages of our books to be written. I did. I went to Evans and Jones. I went to, well, in elementary, I went to Ivy Lane in Pine Lock. And then in middle school, I went to West Ridge and Carver. And then in high school, I went to Jones and Evans. I remember you from high school. Call me K Curry. I probably know. Yes, you went to Evans with me. Sure did. Yep. Yeah, I knew. I didn't want to say your name on here, but I knew exactly who you were. Yep. So yes, y'all, listen, don't let nobody tell you when your time is. Don't let nobody tell you got to do all of these things and be this right here. Let me tell you something. I didn't even graduate high school, as a matter of fact. Did not. I went back later on in life and got my GED, but I did not. Because my visions and my dreams were not in school. They were not. I was successful in people's businesses and doing things that people with degrees had. I was teaching them. I worked in places that wasn't nothing but God, where the CEO came from Japan. As a matter of fact, I've had 2 CEOs come to see me, one in my hair business and another one in others in companies. They will come and sit and ask me, what do I feel about? How do you see this? What's your vision for this? What would you say if someone said this to you? And I did not realize that I was helping making them people millions and billions more. When your light is shining, because your light gonna shine with or without you. It's good to see you and thank you. Your message is right on time. I hear that, classmate. I hear that. Yeah. With or without you. And even when I was out here in this world, I still kept my connection. I would still be like, sir, I'm out here doing a whole fool. And I ain't gonna lie to you, sir, it feels good. It feels good. It feels good. Because I'm not gonna sit on here and be like, I was out here living, I was just always so guilty. And I just, nope. No. When I was in that thing, I was in that thing. Okay. And when I was in that thing, I didn't ride by the street the church was on. Because I said, look here, I've been in here all my life. Okay. Every time the doors was open, we had to be down there to that church. But when I got out here in this world, that church hadn't taught me nothing. Okay. Hadn't taught me a thing. Taught me long skirts. Long skirts. Nobody told me long skirts drop faster. There is no joking and gesturing. There's nothing funny about God. Well, he made me a whole comedian out here in these streets. Sure did. Sure did. Nobody told the truth. Babies out of wedlock. But I'm looking at your wedding pictures. Before you married pastor, look like a baby bump to me. Yes, he does, RCB Grace. Look like it. All right. Listen, y'all, I got a lot in me. And when we start doing these expos, I'm going to be exposing. I'm going to, because motivational speaker is on me now. And it's just something that is. No, I have not gone to Toastmasters. So when I begin to speak, you're not going to get all of the etiquette. However, if that is the way that you want things to be presented, no problem. But that's not the reality of many of our situations. No, we don't have to be ghetto and downright. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, we have to have some tact about ourselves. We have to have some growth. Okay. And your light is drawing us in with love and kindness. Come on, sweetheart. With love and kindness will it draw. And it has to be in you. Come, y'all, listen. Whoo! This is a good Saturday. And there's nothing wrong. Even today, there's a way that you can get your point across. There's even a way that you can scold. Because conviction has to come upon us in order for change, deliverance, whatever it is you want to call it, to happen. Because if I'm not convicted about what I'm doing, I'm not going to change. And service is my life. Service is what my God called me to do. And in that service, money, that stuff will come. Connections is going to come. But what he's concerned about is change. Whose life did you change? Whose mind did you change? Whose situation did you change? Because you connected to the source. So you know I'm going to make sure you have the resources, which is money. That'll come. That's a byproduct. But if you serve me and you order and you walk in the steps that I order for you, everything that you need is going to come to you. Because if you open your mouth and be the vessel and give my people what they need, thus saith me, that's what I require from you. Okay? Look here, we didn't know that this Saturday afternoon that this is where this was going. And you know, I usually try to hold my mouth and be like, you know what, I got to be reminded that this is my business page. But one thing that I know is when it get like this, you got to let it do what it do, because there's somebody on here who needs something. And who are me to sit back and hold on to it? I'm not going to hold on to it. I don't care what this page is. I'm not going to be over here acting like a soothsayer and acting like a prophet liar and tell you, hey, I got a word for you. I got a word for you, but you need to inbox me that. You need to inbox me that. And then when you inbox me, listen, I got something that's about to break free for you. I got something that's about to cause you to get a $7,500 check this week if you sow $1,000 into me. I'm not going to do that, because who am I to be the holder of the puzzle piece that you need to make or break of your life, and it's held up because I want to invoice. It's held up because I want some money. And guess what? It was the make or break between you jumping off a building, okay, or falling on your knees one time and asking for forgiveness. Won't be me. Won't be me. Because everything that I want and everything that I need is going to be supplied. He promised me that. Okay? And he is not a man that he should lie. And his word will not return void. Believe that. Believe that. So I don't know who need what they needed to take today. I don't know who needed it, how they needed it, and I don't care. Because if it changes, if it turns, if it moves your situation, it's already done. Believe that. It's already done. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Get what you need. Get it. It's yours for the asking. Matter of fact, right now, I'm tinkling all over. So he's in the room. He's in the room. So wherever you are, reach out and grab it. Whatever it is to you, whatever it is for you, whatever it is, let his will be done concerning that. Receive it and operate in it. Woohoo! That's all right there. I got to hold. I got to hush. Huh? Hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do what you will and have your way, Lord. Have your way. Because see, I can't worry about what nobody got to say. I can't worry about who gonna follow and who gonna unfollow. Because the God's honest truth is, following or not, I'm not making the money that the support look like. Okay, let's be for real about this business thing. Let's be for real about these views. Let's be for real about this viral. Viral and views don't bring no funds, and that's what people are looking for. That means you're not here for the reason that you should be here for. Whose life did you change? Whose situation moved on account of you being obedient? Huh? Like fire, shut up in my bones, let it flow. So yeah, I ain't got no choice. I don't have a choice because disobedience is detrimental to my existence right now. Disobedience is detrimental to my existence right now. It's not the time to be playing. It's not the time to be faking. It's not the time to be on here pimping your gift. It's not the time. It is the time to activate, be about that action. It is time. Whatever you're supposed to do, whatever you called to do, however you're supposed to do, however you're supposed to move in it. I don't care if you don't feel like you know how, because he qualifies whom he chooses. Stop resisting. Now, now you're holding yourself up. You know what it is. You know who you are. I don't know. I don't operate in this space. I get nervous when I get here. You know? So whoever, whatever, do what you're supposed to be doing and do it now. Okay? That's it. Woo! All right. Y'all just let me get a second. And let me tell you this. The pulpit ain't the only space to preach. The pulpit is not the only space to teach. Operate where you are. Okay? We don't have to wait to get a platform. We don't have to wait. And if you've been waiting, stop waiting. Do it where you are. Do it in the space you are in. Do it with the clothes you got on your back and the shoes or no shoes that you have on your feet. Do it, because that gift is going to make room. That gift is going to bring you what you need. That gift is going to bring you finances. That gift is going to shift your atmosphere. That gift, use it. Use it. I'm always getting kicked off of Instagram, but I don't worry about it. Ah, woo! Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday. Woo! I don't got kicked slap off of Instagram and to say I can't get back on. That's all right. They know where to find me. I'm gonna pass the offering tray round. I'm gonna pass the offering tray round. Because if that thing was good to you like it was good to me, just type thank you in the comments. Listen, he gonna get his point across. He, she, whatever, however you believe, they are gonna get the point across. My goodness. Woo! Yes, sir. Listen, listen. Don't you don't tell him what to do, when to do, and how he gonna do. You hear me? Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Have your way, Lord. If you know it's something that you're supposed to be doing, do it. Don't worry about what nobody got to say. Don't worry about nobody, whether or not anybody want to work with you, want to partner with you, want to do. Don't worry about none of that. Do it. If it's something that you're supposed to say it. Because one thing about the God I know and the God I serve, He's gonna send you who and what you need. Okay? But if you keep your mouth shut and you don't move, you're not gonna get the help or the assistance that you need because don't nobody know you need it. All right? Look here. I feel I feel a running in my spirit, but I must have control of my emotion. It's an emotional reaction. Um, Holiness is still right, but decency and in order is still right. I'm putting my glasses on in a minute because right now I can't see. I can't see even with my glasses on because it's the movement. It's moving. Okay. Let me pull it together, y'all. Oh my goodness. So for those of you who are new, okay, know what's going on. Now, what I won't do is apologize because I'm not ashamed. But over here, um, things happen. Um, and not everybody on here is here for the dispatching conversation. Even though they learn some things, it just be what it is. I've been contemplating a business idea and I sent the paperwork off this morning. Then I see this. Woo! I'm glad you said that, y'all. So I put a business plan together for something that I want to do and I want to start. And I need money for it. But I don't want any loans. I don't want any money that I have to pay back. And I'm glad you said that, Tamika, because I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how it's going to get done, but I will, this business plan will come together. I will get all the money that I need for it and more, even to be able to pay employees, and I won't owe anybody. And this will be, and it will reap a wonderful return that I will be able to continue to employ and operate with businesses in the way that they want to operate. See, I'm out here uncloned. You hear me? In the past few months, I've introduced ideas to you all that nobody else is doing. None. They're trying. They're trying. But when something is not yours, it's just not going to do what you're trying to get it to do. See, you can't steal. See, people take, back to that book again. It got in there about what thou shalt not do. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not. But people seem to think that those are physical and literal things. Thou shalt not kill means kill my joy, kill my ideas, kill my spirit with your hurtful words, with your hurtful things and actions. We have to take them things somewhere. How do you know when to stop trying? You never stop trying until the breath is taken from your body. What I will offer you, I ain't gonna say the first part right, so I just say olive, is never stop trying. Just try it differently. Try a different approach. Try a different way. Try a different method until you get it right. Let those that my sister need and the right connection she needs come forth in the name of Jesus. I receive that. No weapon formed against you. Y'all, I'm about to scroll up because I know I missed some stuff. And I do not want to be, I don't be trying to ignore y'all. Y'all, my head's still itching. I don't know what that lady put on my scalp. Let me scroll up. Be encouraged. Let them use you. Thank you so much. Y'all welcome. Y'all welcome. Y'all welcome. If anybody types something that I did not respond to, please type it again so I can see it. To God be the glory. Yes, for the things that he has done. Better than all right. Amen. Yes, sir. I've seen you on my timeline before. Uh-oh. But today something told me to stop, and now I know why. I'm glad you passed by. Studios. Y'all hold on a second. Hello? Yeah, I'm on live. I'll be off in a little bit. I'll call you back. Okay, bye. Don't let anyone trick you out of your spot. That's right. I've been contemplating. Oh, okay, I got you right here. Where two or more are gathered, he is in it. Show enough, Grace. And it is so. Speak it. Yes. Yes, you are good ground. Yes. The power of the tongue. Preach. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, no weapon. Oh, hold on. Thank you. I'll do that. Yes, no problem. And ask questions and ask around because sometimes we need help. People's mouth can be deadly. Yes, that's why we need to keep it under subjection. Yes. Do you mentor or dispatch truck drivers? You know, Tamara Spivey, I just said maybe it was the week before last, that I'm going to start talking with truck. It is my desire to work with dispatchers, drive carriers, and brokers. Because there's a lot, that's just in my spirit about that. But I'm going to actually start working with them because there's a lot that is not being known until they're out here in the fire. And they're having to park their trucks, close down business, and all of that. And since my experience with my owner and my advice to him has been successful, now I know that I can talk to y'all, to y'all. So yes, I'm gonna pull something together. Y'all, please get on my mailing list. If you hit the link in the bio, you can get on there because I'm about to start emailing y'all. I'm about to start sending y'all out blogs and stuff and information. Because I gotta step it up. And I can't keep coming on here saying everything to everybody and they don't even want to, say, hey, but in due time. So yes, Tamara. Ask the Lord to write it plain so she can receive and understand. Amen, Grace. Ha, hair. Oh, it's raggedy now, Jonathan. Wait till you see them pictures. So yes, y'all, he had to have his way on today. And look, there's always somebody. That's right, Tamara. That's right. And that's the truth. That is the truth. And I'm also wanting to get with drivers like yourself, because there's a conversation that I want to have with you all, that is very important, um, especially for dispatchers and you and yourselves. So I'm going to be putting that out and getting y'all information so I can get up with y'all. Yep. Y'all all right? Everybody all right? Listen, we know we had our time, but y'all might wait a minute. Let me stop because I don't want to quench the spirit. I don't want to quench. I don't want to quench. Some of y'all might still be laid out. Um, your usher might still have the sheet on you. It might still be fanning you. Hello, hey Muriel. Hello, Kita May. Thank you. Yeah, we just had church, Jonathan. We ain't had church. Just the word came forth. The word came forth. He had something that he needed us to know. He did. And those who needed to receive it was right. They got what they did. We needed a word from the Lord. I don't got on here and got ugly, but I do it for him. Yes, I will. Got emotional. But I kept it together. I didn't shout. Did he show up? Showed up and sat a while. He's still amongst us. He's still sitting. I kept control of my emotions because I had a running in my spirit. Oh yes. Dance like David. Come on, Grace. Yes. Now I need me a little after church grocery. Okay. Give me a piece of chicken and a dinner roll. Give me a piece of chicken and a dinner roll. While we're right here, let me just make a couple of announcements. Since we're here. Yes, he is, Alicia. Yes, he is. We have to tell you about a couple of services. So after service, if there's anyone that needs any of this information, you can find it in the vestibule immediately after service. Yes, I need some of that juice, the red Kool-Aid and pineapple juice concoction. That's the one. There'll be refreshments in the church basement, but in the vestibule, there are some items that I do have in my catalog for anyone who needs them concerning dispatch. You can find these items on the table in the vestibule, aka the link in my bio. So if you are a dispatcher who's going to be, a box truck driver who's going to be dispatching yourself, or wait, before that, if you are just a member and you are right now, all that you can do is membership. Okay, you have no tithe, you have no offering, you are still yet welcome. That means if you are in the research phase of your dispatching business, please subscribe to my YouTube and watch the videos. There is a lot of information that can bring you income at this point in your business. It will help you get to a point where you can get a couple of dollars and then you can invest in more. All right. If you are a box truck owner and you're going to dispatch yourself, or you are a dispatcher who's going to dispatch box trucks, I have an ebook. It's called Marian and the Box Truck for $8.99 for an offering of $8.99. Go ahead and get this book. It tells you how I started, what I did with that company, all of the things that I did to run them, how I cried and how I prayed because it was not happening, because you all will get discouraged. Oh, yes. But it will encourage you. It shows the receipts from when we made some money, when we did not make any money, who worked with us when we were new, All of the things are in that ebook. Next, if you are a dispatcher who is still not quite sure what to do, and even if you do know what to do, you need this book in your arsenal. All right. For the offering of $9.99, there is a book called My Homeboy Said. All right. It sounds quite urban. Oh, yes, but it is not. It is actually a book, an ebook that shows you how to find your own carriers, create your own leads list from the FMCSA website for free. We're not out here buying anything that we don't need or that somebody is selling to everyone. Okay. It also shows you how to interview carriers, preparing yourself for your yes. So you're in position to establish a rapport and see if this is someone that you even want to work with before you put yourself out there and give them your agreement. And then you find out you have the client from whence you need to return and you don't quite know how. It also helps you with rebuttals that you're going to receive from some of these carriers, such as, why should I pay you? You don't turn any wheels, or how much are you going to make me a week? So it's actually how you rebuttal all of the rumors and unrealistic expectations that these carriers or potential carriers and owners, will come to us with. It's pretty much they gather their information. It's hearsay. So it helps you combat the hearsay. Hence my homeboy said. Okay. Somebody told them that this is how it goes. But us as the SME, the subject matter expert, the advocate for their business, this will help you to rebuttal those things and help them understand what's really happening before you all decide to move faster. Move forward. Okay. And lastly, in that ebook, it tells you what to say to a broker when you first make a broker phone call. Again, for the offering of $9.99 in the vestibule, aka the link in my bio, you can get that. Next, I have an agreement. So if you took a course, all right, and that course did not come with an agreement, or it came with an agreement that's really, really, really long. That one that has 1,000 pages and then it has all of those things on there where you got to put all of this trucking. It's overwhelming for the carrier. They're not going to fill out your packet because that's too long. I have created one that has consolidated all of that. All right. And for $20, all you have to do is plug and play. So it means you put your logo on there and you go through every area where I have a red space and you put your business name. Please take a look at it, read it, and know it, because there's nothing worse than the carrier calling you on something that is in there and you don't have a clue what he or she is talking about, or the person is talking about. All right. And then lastly, I have courses. For the moment, there are two options, but after this live, there will only be one. So right now, the two options are $399 for 30-day access to the course. And the second option is $499, and that is 30-day access to the course and then 30 days for mentorship and coaching. All right. It is important that people get mentorship and coaching. So I will no longer, after this live, have the $399 offer, because it does no one any good if you don't know what to do or how to move after. So in the $499 space, you don't have to worry about getting a mentor and looking for this, and this. It will be included. Now, when you make your purchase, that is when your time starts. We are not operating in the space of when I get ready. Okay. The 6 months offer is no longer. That was the introductory. I've seen the analytics that I need on that. And it was just not worth continuing to move forward with that. Okay. All right. So those are all of the things that you can find in the vestibule. All right. AKA the link in my bio. Now, I do have a couple of nights. So there might be time for the reading of the dispatcher word. All right. If there is anyone, all right, get your dispatch Bibles out, get your pencil and your paper. I hope you have a notebook already. If there is anyone, okay, who needs a free 30-day subscription to the DAT load board, hit the link in my bio and get that, the dispatching word. All right. We are so there, if there's anyone who needs the abbreviations to find box truck loads on the DAT load board. All right. If there's anyone who needs the abbreviations to find box truck loads on the DAT load board, please type read in the comments. All right. Please type read in the comments. Will there be one? All right. There is one. MV SB. It says in Sam B. V Van. Excuse me. VZ Van Zebra. VH Van Henry. VG Van George. VF Van Frank. VT Van Thomas. And VM voice mail. All right. So those are the abbreviations to find box truck loads on the DAT board. Look, they're getting up out of here now. We're coming back to it in a minute, y'all, but there are some people who do need some of the things. So if there's anybody who needs the abbreviations to find hot shot loads on the DAT load board. Power only. Refrigerated or van. All right. Do you need them for hot shot? Define hot shot loads on the DAT load board. Y'all hold on a second. We're going to get back to it, but there's some people who need this as well. So hot loads, to maximize every opportunity to find hot shot loads on the DAT load board, you'll put in F. Oh, you need power only. Okay, so for power only, you just put PO. PO, and that's on the app on your phone. If you're looking for it on your computer, then you'll, if you put a DAT board up on your computer, you'll go to other and then look for power only. All right, no problem. All right, so that completes the reading of the word. Okay, may the blessings of continuous movement in the trucks and your dispatching business be upon your life. All right, let go. All right, y'all. But y'all all right? All hearts and minds are clear? Everybody all right? Everybody okay? Listen, a word came forth on today. We had a good time, a GOODT time, okay, on here. If you got what you needed on today thus far, I'm going to pass around the offering tray, all right? As we pass around the offering tray for those who are new here, all right, our offering is thank you. Just type of thank you on the screen. Yes, I appreciate stars. I appreciate gifts, hearts, roses. Oh, yes, they do bring me a couple of dollars. Y'all can't help me get some lunch. However, the requirement is if you are being assisted and you're getting what you need from these lives, please give your offering now by typing thank you in the comment bar, in the comment box. All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Woo! The offense rate is thick today. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. But if y'all have any questions, any concerns, please feel free to ask me. We'll do that now. And I'm looking at the screen now so I can see what y'all saying. And we can get it done. I got that from Goodwill. I've had it for a while. You know, you're welcome. Y'all are so welcome. You really are. And I appreciate y'all so much, so much, so much. Y'all good. Look, I done took 2 hours and 38 minutes of y'all Saturday afternoon, and I appreciate it. I'm gonna get off here, y'all, because I do need to go get me some afternoon groceries because I have not eaten. And being filled in the spirit, it lasts. However, you got to do something about the physical. Amen. Amen. Okay. Thank y'all. Oh, that's right. Happy Mother's Day. You know what? Let me ask this. Let me ask this, and I'll do it for this live. Is there anyone on here who needs the course and who would be ready to get the course right now if I took $100 off? So let me do it like this right here. Let me see who need it first. Y'all good? Okay, don't nobody need it. So we don't need to make no further announcements. Okay. See, I'm glad y'all found me too, y'all. We had a good time on today. We had a good time. Let me tell y'all, for those who just got in here, you can catch the replay on my YouTube. It's long, but it's good. So we came on here today and we started off talking about, positions and partnerships that I'm going to be offering. And then we moved on in to some experiences through story time. Okay. We talked about entrepreneurship by way of illegal activity and legal and how you make it legal, and we walked on through. Okay, we came up through deliverance in Jamaica and the spirit of Stella, from how Stella got her groove back, honey, and we just went on in fully on into the word because the spirit had came through and we allowed it to have its way. Okay, we did. Now this is usually a video. When this happens, I don't tend to leave it in the public like this because everybody is not here for it. So what I'll do is I'll make sure that I label it properly. So if it's not something that you want to see, then you won't be, you won't have to be fooled up with that. But it happened. It happened. Okay. It is what it is, and I can't worry about nothing. Okay. So I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go make me a phone call. Gotta call my friend back. Uh, and get me a little after service lunch. I appreciate y'all. I greatly appreciate y'all. Y'all could have been anywhere but here, but you decided to pass on by here and give me just a few minutes of your time, and I greatly appreciate it. And I hope I did right by you. So y'all have a great rest of y'all evening. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. And I will see you all on Monday because I won't be on here on Sunday unless there's a special announcement. All right. So thank y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to y'all later.